Today I'm not very happy to start the news with something which is very horrific happened in Bengaluru, but then you and I, all of us, have to find solutions. So let's start. Every time there are congratulatory layers added to Bengaluru, the IT city, the hub of modernity, a city which boasts of being more supportive of working women, there is one incident which pulls all of that down in a jiffy. It's not the fault of the city, but that's how it is. Remember Bhanurekha, the 21-year-old techie who drowned in an underpass recently, even as Bengaluru denizens were thumping their chest for being world-class as a city. Yes, comparisons are odious, but Bengaluru attacked the soul of women yet again this Friday. It all began when this young woman went to attend a protest meeting on Manipur in Bengaluru. She booked an auto from Rapido, India's largest taxi buy app, but due to unavailability, she opted for a bike. The driver arrived, but on a different bike. When the woman questioned him, he said how he was filling in for his friend and claimed that the one registered with the app was being serviced. What happened next was nothing short of a nightmare. This is her voice. During the journey, we reached a remote area with no other vehicles around. Shockingly, the driver began riding with one hand and engaging in inappropriate behavior, that is masturbating while riding the bike. The woman further said, "Fearing for my safety, I remained silent throughout the ordeal. I asked him to drop me 200 meters before my actual destination to conceal my home location. Once the ride was over, he started relentlessly calling and messaging me on WhatsApp. I had to block his number to stop the harassment." The young woman, the survivor that she is, she took to Twitter to share her ordeal, and after the Bengaluru police responded. The Rapido bike taxi driver was arrested for the alleged harassment and of course earlier was suspended as well. I mean, those messages were also of the driver that you just saw, where he's sending inappropriate emojis to the survivor. Meanwhile, Rapido has responded, and with the following, this is their response: advising customers not to take the ride if the booked vehicle and the rider do not match with the details in the app. This essential step ensures that customers can match the captain and vehicle details accurately before beginning their rides. By doing so, we believe that such precautions can help prevent any unfortunate incidents and create a safer environment for all. Henceforth, all conversations happen through a secure third party, that is masking service, ensuring privacy and safety for both parties. The customers need not share their mobile numbers. I'm asking you, is this enough? Is it enough to have an app and make life easy for women, but totally ignore the safety measures? After the horrific Nirbhaya incident, are predators still blasé about going scot-free? A very warm welcome to you, sir. I just want to, you of course must know about the horrific incident that happened with this young survivor who's on our show just now. We are not revealing her face or her name. And also with this Rapido bike driver who sexually kind of violated her. I would use the word violated because he violated her space and her dignity. I want to ask you, sir, that there is a time when she says that we reached a place where there were no people. Again, after Nirbhaya, again and again and again, the courts have said that, the streets have to be well lit, particularly in metropolises where women go to work in large numbers, whether it's Bengaluru, Kolkata, whether it is Chennai, whether it is Bombay, whether it's Delhi. But again and again you hear the same problem. Don't you think that if it is well lit, then of course these perpetrators, it could work as a deterrent for them not to behave in this horrific fashion, sir?
Good evening, Madam Sudha. Yes, really, I am very sorry about this incident. Such incidents should not happen in this in our city also, as well as in this century. And actually, it is responsibility lies on both sides. Police, definitely, I am 38 years service I put up in police. And regarding, as far as complaint of police, they immediately, complaint of ladies, immediately they will act and they will take action. In this case also, they have taken action and they have registered a case and they have arrested that fellow. But we have to take preventive measures is very essential. While booking Rapido motorcycle, they are getting the number, no? They will get the driver also, number also, and motorcycle number also. They have to verify it before sitting on that motorcycle. They have to verify because there may be purposely some other riders are coming and riding.
Yeah, but sir, Baba sir, the point is you can take down the number and the number plate and phone number, everything. But the point is, why is there not enough police patrolling in Bengaluru, sir? I mean, that young survivor, if she had enough police patrolling or pickets on the way, she could have at least hailed someone and said, help me. Look at, that man would have not indulged in what he was doing if he found a barricade or, police pickets, sir. That's missing in Bengaluru.
Yes, you rightly said. Patrol must be there. And more, apart from that, every girls who are working like this and going in motorcycles or Ola or anything, they must have some police control room number or their jurisdiction sub-inspector number, police station number. Immediately they can ring up or give message or anything. And they have WhatsApp calls also you can do, and WhatsApp message you can also send.
I mean, I know that is a very, yes sir, in Andhra Pradesh it is being done by in a lot of, but I find it very disturbing. I am the citizen of this country, I am going out to work, but I need to have a safety number, not you, because you are a man. I also go to work, I need to have just because I have a body of a woman. It is a shame. It is a shame on the police force, on the people who run this country, that we women are not free to travel, and they will all sit on judgment. They will say, oh, you are going here and there. I can go wherever, sir. This is my country. Dr. Ruchi Gupta, why is the onus, you are a psychiatrist, you talk about, though don't you think that these aggregators or these cab companies which are very fancy and they have these button, all that, don't you think they should do a profiling of all these drivers who come? Isme case mein dekhiye aap, in this case that man was not supposed to come. Apparently, allegedly, he is a mason by profession, but his... I'm sorry, are you back with us?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll come back to you, ma'am. Just a second. I'm talking to the doctor right now. Dr. Ruchi Gupta, don't you think that they should do a profiling, whether he has, not just criminal case, wo to chupa sakta hai koi bhi, but basically to see that, you guys can figure that if he's fidgety, whatever you do, those tests, if he's shifty-eyed and all that. What do you think? Do you think they should do that or not?
See, the profiling, there are a lot of psychometric assessments and psychological assessments, which job profiling, which are done. But to find out your various tendencies, to figure out your basic sexual tendencies, or whether a person would become a perpetrator and all, those kind of things still cannot be found out by any kind of profiling. But basic things, whether a person could be they are very difficult, because if that was the case, even in like for other professions, like for engineering profession, or even for medicine, or for any other those kind of professions, the profiling could have been done. Now for these kind of not very skilled professions, the profiling would be to figure out whether they have some kind of sexual deviations, or whether they would have antisocial personality issues. You cannot figure it out.
No, but I've seen a film in which, a foreign film in which, they are shown porn clips and all these cab drivers are sitting there and the person is actually noticing. How does someone react to this? There were some who said, no, it's a big no. No, I know that, but you got to figure it out. I mean, we are a workforce in this country. I'm not going to travel if I find some guy misbehaving with me. They better find a method to do this. Shilpa, don't you think we should put the fear of God in them? Like I said, I have a bunch in front of me. They all get arrested. I do not know what happens to them. Maybe there is bail. I'm not saying there should not be bail, but I'm saying a fear of God, as in, how do you do it? I mean, a deterrent. What do you think should happen, Shilpa Prasad?
I definitely think that if there was some understanding that strict action will be taken in cases of sexual assault and violence against women, it would serve as a deterrent, because I think as late as 2022, the latest official records show that around 15 women were molested per day in Karnataka. So, and that's a really shocking figure, right? Which shows that there is an extreme gap on the part of the state to ensure that women are safe, not just within their homes, but in public spaces, women are safe. And this means that the judiciary has to take strict action against them. This means that the police have to take strict action against them. Women should not be shamed for going out late into the night. They should not be told, why didn't you click on this button? Why didn't
Right.
you take down the number of the bike? Why didn't you take down the name of the person, right? It's hardly our responsibility to
Yeah,
make
it's
sure that we
not.
don't
It's
get
not.
molested.
Absolutely, you are
Yeah.
100% right. Like even the survivor said, why is the onus on me? The onus should be on you.